Hello, everybody. It's Tim the poor artist. I know. About time we met face to face, right? Been doing some videos without that and demonstrating my painting skills in the poor painting artist. So today, what I wanted to do is I'm testing some new lighting I got in and stuff. So hopefully we can make the quality of these videos go up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I do with my leftover paints after a pour. I use these ketchup containers, and that's where I put them. Well, I'm at that point where I kind of need to get rid of the colors and make some fresh ones. Because these have been in here in a while because I hadn't done any paintings in a bit, had things going on. So anyways, so they work really well and they'll hold their consistency too. Really good. I mean, typically, I even do this too. I use this Glad Press and Seal. This stuff is awesome. It sticks really good and your paints will stay wet. And these have been in here for over a week. So typically what you have to do, if you do this kind of stuff, storing them, whenever you pull them out to use them, just take and make sure that they're the right consistency for what you want to do. Okay, hopefully that's getting into the shot. Excuse me. So, like today, I think I'm going to mess around with a blow dryer again. I really like doing those. A Dutch pour, I guess they're called. And I'm going to use the tile. I'll get into that in a minute. Let me finish on these paints. So, what I want to do here is just make up my colors that I'm going to use for my project. So this is a darker blue. This is a marine blue. It's Artis. No, it's not Artis Loft. It's that Crafts Smart paint. What I do first, I mean, you could pour them out of these if you wanted to. You know, take the caps off, pour them straight out. But I don't like paint boogers. So, and eventually I'll fix that and start using them out of here for certain projects. So I always give it a good shake in here first, and then I'm going to pour it in here. You see, I pour them into these jugs here for mixing them, measuring, that kind of stuff when I make the paints, and then I store them in these. But I said I want to clean up all of these, so I need to get rid of all this paint. So we need to come up with probably a couple of projects. Now see, this blue is a little bit, it's a little bit pretty watery. So, but I can still use it like it is. Actually, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, this is my first one, the brown one that I pulled out earlier before I started filming. So I had to do some test things to make sure I can even do this today. The brown was a little bit thick. Here's the gold. But see, I can't use this many colors in the type of painting I'm going to do. So I guess what I ought to do is do this over like the next two projects and get rid of them. Do it that way because I won't be able to use all of this in that one piece. It's a 12 by 12, so it takes like 4.7 ounces of paint to cover it with a thin cover. But I typically don't even use that much because of the fact that I'm going to use a blow dryer to blow it out. So I will go ahead and use a brown, a purple, a blue, and a gold. So I use kind of the darker colors. I need me a little cup. And I should show you guys an update of the studio. A little switching around here to try to make it easier. I mean, to you guys, it may not look too different because you've seen it. You only see me from the one side of the table. So I'm going to try to do some more of these face-on-face tutorials. Please give me a comment down below and let me know what you would like to see or get out of this channel. I know one trouble that I do have that I need to improve on is my listing the paints that I use, because I've mixed them up and they last so long. It's the same ones that I'm always using that I did before. So is what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a thing in the description below the videos now and tell you exactly what the paints are and the formulas for them. Okay, this is a metallic gold that's from Art Deco. Deco Art, Art Deco, can't remember. And it is a fantastic color. I do it in quite a bit of my paintings. I really like the color. I mean, here, let me show you something. I'm not sure you guys can see this. See this one here? This was a comb pour that I did. I will link the video up on the top for you. Hope you can see all of that. But you see that collision? This is the gold and a metallic green that I have. And they just go phenomenal together. And the gold and the black, it just sheens really, really good. It really does spread out the colors. It's awesome. So it's one of my favorites. So I'm going to do that. So I only want to use these 4 colors right now. And I have enough, but I will still need my base. So I'm going to need, I want to use, let me show you something. I can edit this down. Oh, too far. Okay, this is one I did in the last video. Okay, I'm hoping you can see that because I have no idea. I think you can, but these darker colors came out so awesome right here and up in here, and the lacing is just incredible. And this one's been fully cured, and I have put a top of triple thick gloss, Deco Art, and I've got videos on that too, so you can see those. I'll post that above also and below, so you can see that. But I love how these come out. I really enjoy doing these things. And then this one here is one of my first ones that I did. Right there, using black and white halving it, and then using a blow dryer. The cells in that is just fantastic. Awesome piece. So I wanted to show you those real quick. That's why I enjoy doing these. So I need to make up my mind whether I want a black. Okay, I'm back. So what I'm going to have to do is make my background. Let's see if I have enough of this. To do that, I will probably need approximately 4 ounces of paint just to cover the back, probably. So, I need a bigger one. Boy, I wasn't prepared for this, was I? One of the little ones. I think I can get it all in a little one. And then all I'm going to do is switch the camera around and let you see it from that side. Okay, there we go. All right. I think this will be enough to cover that. Not. Ooh, make one of white too, just in case. So when these are stored, I just give them a good shake. That's about all it takes because it's not going to dry. It's not going to clump. You only have issues around the sides, the top, with paint boogers, of course. These are paint boogers. You'll never get caught picking your paint boogers. All right. Maybe we'll just do a black and white mix-up background. Okay. Let me get set up, switch you over to that side so we can do this. So, there you are. All right. Here it is. Now this piece here. Put the tape around the edges. Okay. This is just regular paint patch tape. Find it in painting section almost anywhere. And just tape your corners like this. You don't have to tape all of it because I paint the back of these black after they've dried. But the paint helps keep it from your pour dripping over the edges and making it, I mean, then you've either just peeling and peeling and peeling. So, first I want to put as much as I can in the middle. Already checked it, it's level. Always make sure your surface is level or your paint's going to run one way or the other. All right, let's get started here. I wanted to do a black this time, even though I'm using, sure I'm going to need all of this. Okay, I'll post a video above what my formula is for mixing my paints, which I talk about a lot anyways. Because I use an Elmer Glue mixture of 3:1, so that's making the medium. 3 parts glue, 1 part water. Okay, and I do this because it's a cheap way to do it right now. I'm not meaning cheap like cheap in the productions I get. No, I get great stuff out of it. I'm just saying in my expenses as an artist, because this is, you'll get addicted when you start trying this. I can contest to that. You will get addicted. One of the hardest things to do is hold these up because they just seem to get so slippery. Okay. Sometimes I'd fast forward this, but I want to make these videos so you see what to expect when you do these. Okay. Now, these are floor tiles. You can get these at Lowe's, wherever they sell them at. Floor tiles anywhere. Home store, Ace Hardware, whatever, something like that. I like working with them for some reason. All right, here. Now you see the bubbles? There's bubbles all over this. So I want to pop those. And just the heat of this will pop them. Not trying to dry the paint whatsoever. I'm just trying to break the bubbles. Get them to pop because you don't want bubbles when your paint dries. Eee. There we go. That went well. That thing likes to fall over. Okay. Now, do we go across like I normally do and just blow out all of it? Do I go straight up and blow it out like this? You know? That's up to you. I see that paint. Got a feeling this is quite a bit thicker than my other ones. So, just like you should do. What is that? Where did that come from? I need one of my putty knives. I moved everything around, so I'm lost. Oh, there they are. Hold on. I turned to my workspace all the way around. So it's a little bit confusing right now. Oh, I get it? I think so. Yeah, there's nothing there now. Okay, so with the brown, watch how much water I put in there. I mean, just a dribble. Then pull it to the sides and squish it out. That. Then you can give it a good vigorous washing. Okay, that's a little better. Still kind of rough, so I think this will probably stick. But I'm going to just kind of do a wacky pattern. I mean, it might be okay, and then it may not. Okay, there's the brown. Purple. I don't have a whole lot of this, so I'm not going to expect a lot out of it. Just do what I can with it. It's like I said, I'm getting rid of colors, so it's all right to do that. Ooh, I like the contrast of that up against that black and that brown, huh? I mean, the amount of paint that you got to use on these things is like so little. I started this thing the other day of flickering my paint. Okay, this is usually a pillow paint. Oh, I have no black to bury it with. Oh boy. I don't have any more in there, do I? Oh boy. Well, let's see what happens. It's not gonna work. I don't know, it might. Okay. A bit more of that gold, my friend. And then we'll give it a shot with the dryer. Hopefully, will be enough here to make it happen. Let's see. Because I made a big mistake. I didn't make sure that I had enough black to cover that. So, we're really going to have to play with this. Not going to work. Okay. I'm going to totally blow this by doing this, but I'm going to do it. Because I didn't make myself enough hard. I didn't have enough of the black to bury the paint in before I blow it out. So hopefully this doesn't white out this thing. That's all I'm asking. Okay, let's go. So I want to cover it first. And then we're going to stretch it out. Yeah, this is really going to whitewash this. Yep, 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 yep. It did. So what I'm going to do here, since the white just really took over, I'm going to throw some colors together here with no white. This is the thing. This don't turn out. You just wipe it off and you do it again. Okay, let's see what that does for this corner. Nope. Okay. This is a total flop. Yep. Mighties it is. One way to get rid of your paint, right? So, I'm going to show you what you do when you mess up. Just wipe it right off. This is the first one of these that this has happened. Okay. Stand that aside. And actually, wondering, I think it's going to be gluey. Feels like it is already. Got some cells in it. But I just destroyed all of my base paint. So I'm going to have to mix some base paint. And then we'll continue this video. Okay? 'Cause I really messed up that time. That's part of the game. Big mistakes. Pick up as much as I can, and I might be able to use it for a background. Alrighty. That might work. Cool. Alright. Alright, guys. I'm back. Mixed up some more black. Should be enough to do it. Just wipe this off as best as I could. Don't have to get it perfect. So let's get back to our project. Let me see if I can just blow this stuff around. That paint from that last mess up. Let's pop these bubbles that are in here right now. Get rid of them. So I just made up that paint. And usually when you do that, they get airy. They get really airy. Okay. So start out. Let's kind of do the same thing we were doing. Alright. All right, that's a little bit of the brown. Ooh, purple's not very much at all. So we'll just put it here and there. Probably won't even see it much in the painting at all. Some side stuff here. And then here's that metallic gold. Now it looks good. Okay, we haven't done the blue yet. We got a lot of blue. This is good. Some blue along that. Okay. Now, let's take our black. I'll pour it right along our line. Reason why you got to do this is because you got to bury that paint real quick in the, and then that's where you get your lacing and your layering and all of that. You typically don't need much. So let's go here. What happened? Oh wow, my black swallowed everything. Okay. Wow. Black just swallowed everything right up. What am I doing wrong? These usually go really nice for me. What is going on? That does look cool though. But I know it won't dry like that. I can tell you that right now. I can't believe that came out that light. Really, I'm like blown away. Should not have happened. So, let's try. Obviously here, I really made a mistake. It usually works really good just putting a little bit of glue next to where you, or a little bit of the black right next to where you just did your pour before you blow it out, but it swallowed it, it ate it up. I don't know why. So I just didn't want to give up with it, but we all make mistakes when we do these things and you just don't know what's going to happen. That's why this is such a unique way of doing art. But I really wanted to make something out of this and make it work. And now that I see it, so much of the black is really blown around, there was way too much black on there. I mean, when I put my pillow, I did it right, but I put too much on the sides. So here I'm just trying to work this paint, make it work best I can. So just keep pushing it out, playing with it, and see what happens. And sometimes you might have to add a little bit more paint. So I just wanted this to come together and do the best I could with it. And we'll see what it looks like when it dries. All right, just don't give up. All right, let's look at this. Okay. Darker than usually what I do, but man, it looks fantastic. I like it. I feel it needs something, but I don't know what. I really like this gold over here. Don't like that. Oh. I like it. Put a little heat to it, see what might pop up. So here we can get, I mean, there shouldn't be any cell activator, but sometimes that happens anyways because we have a little bit of water in the paint when we mix our paints. So it looks like we are getting a little bit of some cell activity over there. Oh, I didn't even turn on my other light. I knew I was going to forget something, but hopefully you guys can see all of this. Okay, so let me bring you on down for a close-up. I can do this. All turned over. Whew, that's a big glare. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's got some nice cells in it. Whew. What a glare. Well, I will show you this one in the next video when it dries up. It almost look like a piece of stick, huh? Right there. It's not. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. God bless, and I'll catch you on the next one. Like and subscribe.